Hey everyone, in this video, I'll walk you through Google Chat automation. As a DevOps engineer, I've been working with Google Chat automation for the past few months, so let's dive in. First of all, what is Google Chat? Google Chat is a messaging application similar to Microsoft Teams, Cisco Jabber, Amazon Chime, and Slack. Now, there are two main ways to use Google Chat automation. First, Webhook, second, Google Chat API. Webhooks are the easiest way to connect. It supports sending simple text messages or more complex cards, which are more presentable. We can even embed small HTML code in cards for better formatting. Also, Webhook doesn't support sending file attachments such as PDF, IMG etc. Google Chat API. With the Google Chat API, we have two options: asynchronous Google Chat app and interactive chat app. Asynchronous chat app doesn't require user interaction. In the next section of the video, we'll go deeper into each method and explore how they can be used for automation in Google Chat. Let's continue. Configuring the webhook in Google Chat. Step 1. Go to Google Chat. Click on Create a Space. Step 2. Add space name. Inside space setting, click on Apps and Integrations, then click Add Webhook. Step 3. Give webhook name. Leave the avatar URL blank and save it. It will automatically generate the webhook URL. Copy the webhook. We will use it in code later. Sending text message with webhook Google Chat. I am using the Python language for this tutorial. You can use any other coding language is supported by Google documentation. Webhook-test.py contains send_message function. This send_message function is taking message and webhook as arguments. Webhook URL is one that you copy from the last slide. We are using the request post function. When we run this code and it is executed successfully, then this will send a message in the space, test from Python. Send card message with webhook Google Chat. The payload changes from text to card in this code. Here, we are using card version 2. In card payload, you can specify the card title, subtitle, image URL. Image type, whether it is square or circle or any other shape. After successful run of this code, you will get output as shown on the right side. Why Google Chat API needed? Because sending attachment like IMG, PDF, etc. is not supported with webhooks. Using Google Chat API, two supported ways: interactive chat app and asynchronous chat app. Before going to them, let's understand the Google Chat API relationship between Google Cloud and Google Workspace. On Google Cloud, we need to configure project. Inside the project, we can enable the Google Chat API and associate the service account to the Google Chat API. On Google Workspace, we have the Google Chat application, and other application are Gmail, Excel sheet, Google Drive. We have user account here but not the service accounts. For interactive chat app, we just need the Google Chat API enable and attach the chat app code. This triggered when user message to chat app. Added app to space etc. But for asynchronous chat app, we need to authenticate with SA and impersonate workspace user, then able to create the space, send message in space etc. For asynchronous chat app, we use domain-wide delegation. Domain-wide delegation access control allows the service account from GCP to impersonate the Google Workspace user. It also allows the Google Cloud user to impersonate Google Workspace user. So, we need to configure this very cautiously. Alright. Now we can go to building interactive Google Chat app. For building interactive chat app, there are multiple ways. 1. Cloud function. 2. AppScript. 3. Dialogflow S4. Dialogflow CX5. Pub, Sub 6. AppSheet mostly used are Cloud Function and AppScript. Remember, one Google Chat app per Google Cloud project. One project can't have multiple Google Chat app. You can follow the mentioned links for configuring the AppScript and Cloud Function. These are easy to follow step by step. If you face any issues, please comment section. I will check and update you. Building an asynchronous chat app that doesn't require the user interaction and works in real time. Follow these steps. Step 1. Setting a service account. Create a service account, SA, for this deployment. Service account should have service account token creator and service account user. Domain delegation scope for SA for sending PDF file or text message or the creating the space. For more details on Google Chat API, domain delegation scopes, you can go to link attached. Step 2. Cloud Function. Using same SA, deploy the Cloud Function that has code for creating the space or sending message to space or sending file to space. Cloud Function is triggered by pub, subtopic where we will publish the message from the Cloud Scheduler. Three. Cloud Scheduler. Cloud Scheduler that runs every 9 AM on Monday, for example. That has entry point Cloud Function and pub, sub config attached. Add same SA to Google Chat API. Before going to configuring the Cloud Function, let's dive into Cloud Function code first. We have main.py and requirements.txt. Main.py has the complete code and requirements file has Python packages required. The generate_credentials function for authenticating with the default login and getting the service account email, then using the service account email. We are going to authenticate with Google Workspace and impersonating the user. Highlight user email. You can replace it with actual user email you want to use. After successful authentication, this function will return the subject_credentials. Send_attachment function takes 3 arguments. 1. File name. It is name of file that you want to send to. Subject_credentials. Subject_credentials from the previous function. 3. Space_id. Space_id is the Google Space unique id. You can see the light one is the space id. Now, you understand the basic function. The code execution will start from the main. Inside main, it is calling the entry point function, which is send function. Let's configure the Cloud Function. Search in GCP Cloud Function, click Configure. You can choose the first gen or second gen of that you want to deploy. Name the Cloud Function and select the correct region. Add pub topic as trigger, then click Next. In code, select Python 3.10 as the runtime environment. Replace the main.py and requirements text code here from the previous slide we have discussed earlier. Then click Deploy the Cloud Function. Next, we need to configure the Cloud Scheduler. Search in GCP Cloud Scheduler, click Configure. Name the scheduler, select the same region as Cloud Function. In description, add the short definition of what your scheduler do. Then add frequency. It is how frequently you want to run your Cloud Function, every week or one day or once a month. It is same as cron job. Select the time zone. Click Continue. Add same pub subtopic as Cloud Function. In message body, just add the entry point function name. We can also manually run Cloud Scheduler from GCP by clicking on Force Run for troubleshooting Cloud Function trigger issue. Last step for building asynchronous chat app is Google Chat API. We need to go to our project in GCP and enable the Google Chat API. Once enabled, you can manage the Google Chat API. Now, click on Manage Google Chat API. In the Credentials section, add the same SA that we created. Then go to Configuration section, click it. Add the app name, avatar URL, description, whatever you want to use. Scroll down. Enable interactive setting if you want to use, otherwise not needed. In connection settings, add any dummy URL, as it is not used for asynchronous chat app, but it can't be blank. Leave all other setting blank and save it. After following all the steps of building asynchronous chat app correctly, the scheduler will execute the cloud function and we are able to send the message to space or the attachment files. You can see the output here. Now, we have covered everything. Let's discuss the practical use case for Google Chat. 1. Webhook. Device monitoring alert, website up or down alert etc. 2. Interactive Google Chat app. Weather update application, out of office app, new user welcome app etc. 3. Asynchronous Google Chat app. Sending malware analysis report, audit reports, organizational performance reports, IPS alert report for a month etc. on Google Chat Space. To ensure accuracy, please note that the information in this video is correct as of May 2024. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video helpful. For more content like this, be sure to follow our channel, leave a comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future updates. See you next time.